What is going on, comic book community? I am Josh of Josh's Comics. I went to KingKon for this weekend and I picked up some amazing books. So stay tuned to find out what I picked up on this next episode of Josh's Comics. Alright guys, so I stopped in at KingKon for I picked up some amazing books. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload a little video. It's about 20 seconds of just a quick view of everything. I didn't have much time to shoot footage for you guys. I'm sorry. There was just a lot to go around and take in. It was a great con. So check out this footage and then we'll get back into the haul.
And I was thinking,
Alright guys, so as you've seen, quick little footage, you saw Very Gary, of course, and a bunch of other vendors, and yeah guys, I picked up some great books this weekend. I'm extremely happy to have these books in the PC, some big keys, and a project I'm working on, actually a different one, not the Batman one, but a new project I'm going to be working on now. But yeah, let's get into the haul. Of course, I stopped into my good friend Joe of 360 Comics. He was there, and so was Mike Pope of Town, helping him out. And I grabbed two things from Joe you're gonna see, but I also have a bunch of books I picked up from him in previous claim sales, which that video will be dropping later this week. But going on to the KingKon 4 haul, I picked up issue 2 of 6 of Batman 89. I think I got this, it was like $5, something like that, I think it was. Nice little pickup. I wish he had the other books. I have issue 1, now I just need the other 4 issues to go with it. Nice little pickup there. I stopped at another vendor, and I stopped at pretty much almost every vendor there and looked at stuff. And I forget the names of some of them, but this one I picked up Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder, issue number 1. For $4.99. Thought it was a good deal. You know, Frank Miller's and Jim Lee. I heard this is a good series. Some people say it's a little controversial with the way Frank portrays Robin, but nice little pickup. I thought for under $5. The other one I picked up, and this is an amazing cover, and I don't know much about it. This is the Batman Chronicles, issue number 9. I believe. I picked it up just because that is a sweet looking cover with Batman, Mr. Freeze, Ivy, and Batgirl. No idea about this book, but the cover really just, you know, reached out to me and I picked it up. Moving on, this is a book, I actually have a slab of it. If you watched my previous videos, I picked up a 9.8 of Daredevil issue 25 from Chip Zdarsky's run, and why I'm happy to have that, I picked up this issue for $5 as well, and honestly I'm probably going to send it in, and this is probably a candidate, but it's the second printing, and it's where in the same book, you know, Elektra dons the new Elektra Daredevil costume, so I'm going to send this in and get slabbed. I'm thinking maybe with Born Again, if they recast Elektra, which I think they're going to end up doing, we could potentially see this play out on the story. I'd like to see this version of Elektra and Daredevil hit the MCU, so I'm kind of expecting a little bit on this. And for $5, second printing, and it's a great issue too, so I said why not. So moving on to the last couple books. These are big books, guys, and this book, I actually found quite a few copies of it at KingKon. There was a slab of it, an 8.5, for I think it was $185. Somebody was selling a 7.0. Well, the same person I bought from was selling a 7.0 for, I think like $60. Another person was selling a lower grade copy for $60, and then there was another slab, I think 6.5 for like $120, and the prices you know, and I was hoping to get a slab of it at least in an 8.0. Couldn't find a slab, but I found an amazing raw copy for a great price. This is Tales of the Teen Titans, issue number 44, first appearance of Nightwing in costume. I've been wanting to get this issue for a long time. The gentleman actually had this in a 9.6 and for $110, and I absolutely loved. Like, I couldn't pass that down. For $110 for a 9.6, and guaranteed, like, probably if I get this pressed and everything and maybe cleaned, maybe do a 9.8. But, you know, CGC's kind of doing their own little thing right now with grading, so we'll have to see. But again, like I said, a 9.6 for $110, I could not pass that up. And for me, like I said, if I could find this in an 8.0 for under $100, I'd be happy. But great looking book too, presents very well. Extremely happy to have this. This is going to be getting the slab, so that was a great pickup. Moving on, another book I'm extremely happy to add to the PC. I got this from my boy Joe of 360 Comics. I asked him if he was gonna, I knew he had this, but I wasn't sure if he was gonna bring it or not, or if he sold it. And this is actually, he recommends, or not recommends, he believes it's in about a 9.0. Could be a little bit higher, a little bit lower, right around the 9.0 range. And I'm honestly looking, same thing with this is an older book. I was looking for at least an 8.0 or higher. But for, yeah, I think I got it. What was it? I think it was 10% off everything. I think I got it for, he had it for $125. I got it for $110. The Savage She-Hulk, issue number 1. I love the She-Hulk show. I know that's kind of controversial, not a lot of people did. Me, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see more of her in the MCU. Maybe we'll get a season 2. Be interesting. I'm sure she's going to appear in Daredevil Born Again. Maybe, you know, I'm assuming Daredevil Born Again takes place after She-Hulk, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, a 9, right around the 9.0 range. I mean, even if this comes back in 8.0, I'd be extremely happy with that. And Joe had some amazing books on the wall today, guys. So if you're there, or if you were there this weekend and you bought something from him, he's a great guy, great person in the community. And I'm extremely happy to pick this up. This is going to be getting slabbed for sure. Beautiful copy, man. Extremely happy to have this in the PC. And then the last book I picked up, probably the biggest, and I'm going to say this, I think it's the biggest book, in my opinion. And the gentleman wanted 200 and, what did he want? $225 for the book. I talked him down to $200, so only $25 off. But this book, this is a new project of mine, and being a Daredevil fan, and I didn't know this book existed until probably about 3 or 4 months ago. And Charlie Cox and Vincent DeFallo, if I'm pronouncing his last name right, are going to be showing up to the Fan Expo in Philadelphia in June. So my mission is to take this comic book and get both of them to sign it. And this is Daredevil, issue 612, the Netflix variant edition. Boom! It is in a 9.8 candidate right now. And this thing sells even for a 9.8 slab. eBay listings about $250. There's some up higher, $300, and all that. One person selling it for $1,000. I don't know about that, but I am planning on taking this. I gotta be very careful of this. The guy had 2 copies of it. High grade. He told me when these originally came out, they were like $15 a piece, and he grabbed a stack of them. And over the years, because this came out, what, in 2017 probably, 2018, somewhere around there. But yeah, beautiful copy, well worth the money. And like I said, this is going to be a grail of mine. I want to go in June. That's one of my projects, is to get this signed by both of them, by Charlie and Vincent, and get it sent in. And let's hope that nothing happens to this and this thing comes back a 9.8. If this thing comes back as a 9.8, man, might be the biggest book in my collection by far. And definitely a grail, in my opinion, to me. And yet, even though it is the Daredevil of Netflix, still, with the show coming out, this thing is going to be tremendous. Even if it comes back as a 9.6 or a 9.4, because you know how CGC has been lately, we'll have to see. But guys, I mean, this thing is bulletproof right now. So I'm being very, very careful with this, and for the next couple months, I'm going to make sure it is tucked away nice and neatly, and it is going to be waiting for the signing. And yeah, that is it for my haul, KingKon. It was my first time going, and it definitely won't be my last time. Probably the best comic book show I've been to ever so far. I've been to the Philadelphia Comic-Con, which happens every few months on a Sunday. I like that, don't get me wrong. I think that's a great show too. And I've been to the Raleigh Comic Convention in North Carolina once last year. That was my first con. But by far, KingKon, and all those other cons are great. Don't get me wrong. But KingKon is just, to me, and I heard the show's getting better every year. And I think they do 2 KingKon shows a year, if I'm not mistaken. I think the next one technically should be later in the year, like September, October. If it is, I'm definitely down to go again. Or even if it's a 1-year thing, I'm definitely going to go every year. I mean, it was a great show. Amazing, like I said, the books. I wish I could have shot footage for you guys more. It just didn't work out. I was going through the bin so much and then looking at everything and then trying to take things in. And I thought about it a few times, you know, flipping through things, but I couldn't keep my eye on what, you know, on the things I was looking for. And there were some things that I saw that I wanted, but the prices didn't match up. And maybe next time I'm looking at a few things that I could get in the same grade as a CGC slab for $40, $50 less on eBay, honestly. But yeah, great show, great convention. Met a lot of great people. I got to meet Jim from Bronzeville. I got to meet Very Gary Comics. I mean, and Very Gary was just like, it was hard to get in at his booth. Like, he had a huge setup, but like so many people were there looking at the wall, and I mean, his wall was huge of incredible books. Oh my god, it was just such an amazing con. And a bit of a long one for me, a 2-hour drive almost, but nevertheless, guys, that is it. I've added some big keys to the PC. So what's going to happen here in the next few months you're going to see is I'm going to wind down now. And I said that before, but I really am. Still going to buy, you know, go to my local comic book shops. I'm starting to get into some newer releases that are coming out. I'll probably put some hauls out of that. I'm going to get back into doing my Army reviews. And I'm sure I'm going to be picking up books from Joe 360 Comics every now and then on his claim sale, but probably wind down a bit. I have a huge stack of books, a couple more books added now that I want to send out to get slabbed. So I'm going to put some more money into that and everything. And I got some new comic bins to organize. I picked up 2 of these bad boys. Love these things. I got to get these up and rolling. Organize over my collection. And I'm probably going to start selling a little bit here, either on my, well, not here on YouTube, but I'm probably going to start posting a little bit of books for sale on my Instagram. By the way, we're still doing the 1,200 follower giveaway that is still active. We were at 1,100 followers now, I believe. So moving it up, guys. Go check on my Instagram. And like I said, in the next month or 2, I'm probably going to start selling some books that I have duplicates of and making some room here in the collection. Because I'm starting to kind of run out of room. And plus, I have some stuff that I just, you know, could get rid of and put money towards other books. But, guys, thanks again for watching. Do me a favor. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the bell notification button to get notified about all my future videos. I would greatly appreciate it. And stay safe, take care of each other, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Josh's Comics.